Alright folks, welcome to this episode. This is where I left off the last episode, which is in the middle of nowhere, in the hills. And this basically is my return leg, try to get back to civilization. So let's get into it. I have to get through these rocks first, and then plan my way over this bog. So rocks like that are slippy, so it's not advised to climb around up here where there's no first aid box up here, folks. Look at this bog terrain here. But I might head back down off the hilltop. So look at it, we'll have to try and get through this. If you didn't see the start of the last video, then we're trying out my new boots on this expedition. And so far, my feet are still dry, so it's all good. I've probably walked about 3 miles, I would say, from the main road. And this is how incredible it looks. The sun was shining on these back hills earlier, but now it's getting too low in the sky. The wind's picking up strong, and the sun will probably be setting. If the weather reports are correct, this will all be covered in snow in a few days. This is what the world may look like if there was no civilization. No houses, nothing. Just a cold wind, some wildlife. It would be pretty cool to have a little house up there, or even right here. Imagine looking out your front window over this hills. This is a really wet patch here that I've just walked into. Here, we've made it back to the barn. This is probably the longest waterfall that I've ever been to, folks. Now we're about to see it from the opposite side. It's a little barn, but the distance it drops on the hill is incredible. There's little holes here down the side that we'll have to really watch out. They could be 10 foot deep or more. I apologise for any wind noise, folks. It's part and parcel of exploring on this hilltop here. I might put the gloves back on for the return leg here. So we're still on the fairly level bit of hill here, folks. Because we're going downhill now, we can have a faster descent. Look at this spray, the water sprays over here. Every little part of this waterfall is different. Look at the way it goes over these rocks here. If you're a photographer, you could get some incredible photos on this barn. It's no advice to come up these hills without any food and drink, folks. And also you have to be careful because the states can be shooting certain days of the week. But this is a Sunday I've come here, so I should be okay. There could still be a chance that you get shot on a Scottish estate, but I think I'm okay here today. Look at this now, I can see the river at the bottom of the hill. I'm not sure how actual high we are. how we are on this hill here, but it's going to be a crazy descent, folks. Sometimes at waterfalls like this, I record so much because every bit of it looks so cool. I have to be careful going too near the edge of some of these bits because it's proper wilderness like. Look at this. In the last video I was making my way up there and it was pure hell because of the steepness of the hill. Look at that. We can see a jet flying over the sky. The sky's starting to turn orange with the sun setting. We can imagine how these rocks would look flying down this hill, rolling and bouncing. Look, there's another small little waterfall at this side. There's been a lot of rain recently, so that's how a lot of that water will be running off the hills. But here's our friend the sheep down here again, folks. The wind's getting strong in this little valley here. The sheep are just chilling there eating some grass. I think they're pretty scared. To feature in the video. This terrain is unreal here, folks. It's like bog grass. Don't know if the steepness of this comes out on the camera. This could be totally undermined from the water here, folks. So I'm making a jump. I wasn't sure how far underwashed that was there. And look at this here. This is the steepest bit of the waterfall we're on now. Look at all these sheep. Yo yo. Yeah, they're sound sheep up there, folks. It's funny. They're funny animals. I'm going down a really steep slope here now, so I'll get back to you. I'm still descending this steep slope, folks. Just about 360 in. Look at the waterfall here. The sheep are just keeping an eye on me. Yeah, I'm going to go right in underneath this waterfall here, folks. Look at this. What a spot. The coolest spots here on BKR, folks. The unbeaten path. Scottish wilderness. The energy of a waterfall like this is so cool. I'm just thinking I could jump down to this grassy knoll here. Parkour jumps in the hills, folks. I hate to be careful though. It's not really safe doing this when there's no first aid up in these lands. But I'm going for it. That was intense, but no problem. Look at this. This bit constantly gets sprayed from the waterfall. This is the coolest bit of the waterfall here. I'm sure you could have a little water wheel getting turned from water like that, and you would constantly have power getting generated. With the height of one of these barns, you could have 10 water wheels. That would power a couple of houses for sure. This is my favourite type of mission, folks. Right here we're on a steep, dangerous slope. If you slip here, it's a scary one, folks. That was a close one. Both feet slipped during that process. I reckon if there was a big storm here, this whole area would be gushing with water. Look at this bit in front of us. This is like a really steep, dangerous bit here. I'm going to go round the edge of the grass. So my aim is to go down this side of those trees there. That's quite a cool route, but it looks a lot nearer than it is. It's quite far away. Because the sun's setting and the light's fading slightly, it adds another element to this, like the atmosphere of a place like this. Look at this slope here, folks. If you stand on the heather, it sometimes makes you slip. That's that worst bit though there, so I'm trying to go as close to the burn on the way down as possible, folks. That's the mission. But obviously if it's dangerous, I'm just keeping it safe, you can. Just thinking what way to go here. Yep, we're going down this way. Here we are. I don't know how steep this looks on the camera, but it's crazy. I'm slipping and sliding, folks. Years of exploring trained me for climbing up and down hills like this, I feel. Growing up in the countryside and just constantly being outside exploring from a young age. Bits of grass stuck in my glove now. Because it's like 2 or 3 degrees Celsius. My nose keeps running, folks. It's part of the exploring game at this time of year in Scotland. Look, we've made it down to the riverside again. We've just come right down this steep bit. So cool. Look at that square stone up there. So this is a cool bit to climb down, folks. There's one way I could go there, round that rock, or I could go along here and down. But because that's wet, and it's been raining the last few days, I'm going this way. I nearly fell there, folks. I'll show you what I'm looking at. Instead of aiming the camera at me, I often make that mistake. I need to show you what I'm actually seeing here when I'm climbing like this. I just analysed the situation here, folks. I'll have the cross when I go down here, and then I'll have to cross back to get back to this side. Right, I've just been thinking about that there, folks, because I want to stay on this side of the barn. We'll go for a B route. Route B, folks. Round here. Some serious steepness here. Real deal sheep paths we're on. So that part of the waterfall there is incredibly steep. The whole sides of this gully here are really steep as well. you ever come to a place like this, care must be taken, because the countryside is very dangerous, especially bits like this. Now we can see back up the view up the Glendall direction, and then down here with the meandering river, Glenclova, leading down to Angus, down to Kirriemuir, at the gateway to the Glens, folks. Kirriemuir also is where the K comes from on the centre initial of BKR. So there you go. The channel's actually named after the area, as well as me. Sometimes it's cool just to take it all in for a minute. The forecast was rain. It's no rain at all. The sky's blue, with some light clouds. The sky at this side is getting more orange because the sun's setting. And cars look like little toy cars from this height. The whole area here just looks like a painting. It looks like on top of this faraway hill here, it looks like there's one incredibly massive stone. I'll try and point it out on the silhouette of it on top of the hill. It's just roughly in the middle, about there. Maybe next time we'll have to go up that hill, that side. It looks like there's actually a cool bit we could walk up one day, where there's a burn coming out there, out of that little valley, and it could be similar to this. The longer I wait around here, the more incredible the sky is starting to look. So I think this camera's better when the light's lower like this. I've noticed if I'm recording videos in the sunshine, it's just not too good. But the camera's very robust. It's been on so many explores with me, and it's honestly not broken. I've dropped it. It's gotten rained on. So many things, folks. I'm still just staying close to this waterfall. I'm not going right to the edge because it's just steep cliffs right at the very edge. I'm just taking a safe route down. I would say the car now is under a mile away. It looks near, but it could be maybe a mile. See behind where I came as well, there's a sheep now right here, still watching me and following me. The sheep are funny animals. They'll run away if you go up close, but they won't go too far away from you also. They'll stay near. They're maybe hoping that I've got a tractor and a bale here for them. We've nearly made it down to this gathering of trees. I'm going to go between it and the barn. There's so many sheep over here now. We must be dealing with about 50 sheep. They're all ganging up on us, folks. And there's one lone sheep up here behind me. I wonder what the deal is with that. There's a lone sheep here. Another one there's walking away from the pack. They're just kicking about. They live all over these hills. They must take good meat out of them anyway, for sure. Eating this fresh Scottish grass and heather. Look at this bit here, it'll go down to these rocks. So it's like a cliff, I think. These could be more of these huge rocks that's left by glaciers melting, potentially. Some of them could have also rolled from down at the top, so if they've been breaking off with the frost cracking them. But look how many there is over here. The way they're spread out, does it show on the video? The way all these stones are spread out, it's like how you would imagine it if you just put off a massive explosion and they all just got spread out from that. But it's probably just years and years and years of stones just rolling down this hill. We looked at those big ones on the way up in the last episode. Here's a bit I'll have to be careful at. I'm going right to the edge of this here, folks. Look at this. It's incredible how high up we are here. Sometimes cool just to explore a brand new location. Look at this stone, it looks like it's freshly rolled down onto here. These stones are so big, it's like twice the height of me. Just look how big this is, folks. It's like, I'll go to the bottom of the stone here. Twice the height of me, like. And it's not actually a rock coming out of the ground, it's a stone separate to the ground. It's incredible. So the sun, looks like the sun on top of this rock over here. I could see it from higher up. I'm not sure what it is. Oh, it's maybe just water reflecting the light there. When you think of Scotland, this is for sure some of the nicest bits of Scotland, I would say. So I'm so lucky to have cool areas like this to explore. Not so far from the local area. Look, here's a dinosaur's leg bone. The landscape here in the hills, as long as you're able to walk up a steep hill like that, it's so worth it. Because coming back down, I've had to be careful, but I'm no tired whatsoever. Climbing up was the real grind. But then I climbed right up the side of the water, so it's quite a distance now coming back down and seeing it. It would probably be 2.5 to 3 miles, I would say. I'm no sure of the height. I'm just wondering if I should go back down there and then round that bit. We'll go down here, folks. This is more how the hilltop looked when I went to Loch Whirl in a previous video. It was more short heather and grass. Probably if I'd walked up that side, it would have been easier walking up this side here that I've walked down. So that's what it's all about, folks, learning the terrain. Some days I just feel like running up a hill. So this was the hill of choice today. We'll go down here though and go round the side of this cliff, so it looks cool. This is crazy, folks. Look at that rock there. The size of these rocks here at the other side is incredible. What an adventure, folks. It's been incredible. There's that stone up there that I said would be a cool emergency shelter if you were in a blizzard. Probably the sheep use it as a shelter regularly. Massive stones. That's what we've seen a lot of today. A never-ending waterfall. And we actually started this video standing on colossal stones. We're also ending it here, beside this hillside of colossal stones. This little gathering of trees here is probably for the gamekeeper, for game birds and stuff to hide in. And then when they're shooting, they come along and scare them out of there. And that's the story with that. Look at the sky, it's going dark red up here now. It doesn't really come out on this video, unfortunately. There's probably more oxygen down here. Before I come down here, I don't know how high that probably is, but 1,000 metres? I don't even know. The little Honda's just chilling there at that field gate. I left enough space so the farmer could still access the field with a tractor and trailer or whatever, so that's part of the BKR countryside code. Didn't block or disrupt anyone where you're parking. Look at this massive stone here in front of us. So after that waterfall comes all the way down that hill, the little burn meanders under the main road and then joins onto the big river, which comes right down to Glendall, all the way down Glen Clova, and then past Gaela Brig and all those items, which is probably like 10 miles that way. We can see it's starting to get dark, so it's a great end to the video. Look at these straggly trees. Looks like something for a horror film. That was such a cool mission, folks. I just wanted to get to the top of that waterfall, and we did. So that was epic. That rock fall that we started the video at was a cool place. Anyway, look at this, we're back at the car. I'll end the video here. Thanks very much for watching. See you very soon for the next one. The sky's getting red at both sides now. Don't know if it shows up on this video or no. The actual colour of the sky there. Back to civilization, folks, here it is.